Uber Eats. Ah, God, it's ate my money that year. They've paid salary this week. Next week, you're like, what's going on? Where's my money? Guys, it is a lifesaver, a life changer. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're new here, my name is Eniola, but you can call me Ennis. And if you're old and OG, what's good, what's happening, how are you today? Guys, I'm so excited to be doing this video. We're literally wrapping up 2022 and I feel like this is the best video to end the year with. And I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy it and learn a lot. But first, before we get into it, please click the subscribe button down below. I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe, guys, and join this beautiful, glowing and growing family. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It's very important. Thank you so much. So in this video, we're going to be talking about 5 smart money habits that you need to take with you into 2023. Now, I know that some of you might be feeling like you didn't accomplish a lot of the goals that you set out for yourself. And I honestly kind of feel the same in terms of like some goals that I set and I didn't make. And guys, I just want to say that it's very okay. Like it is very okay not to have achieved all the goals you set out for yourself. That is life and we move basically. The beauty is now is a very good time to start planning for the new year. Life is a continuous process. Just give yourself grace, basically, is what I'm saying, and keep pushing for your goals. Don't give up. So today I'm going to be focusing on financial goals that we might have for the new year. I'm going to be giving you some very great tips that have helped me so much. I will also be giving you gist and stories on how these tips literally saved my life, and hopefully you guys can incorporate it into the new year. The things I'm going to be discussing are also things that I used to incorporate but kind of fell off, and I know that I need to go back to actually doing these things in 2023. So this video is also for me. It's also a reminder for me. Make sure you keep watching till the end because I'm saving the best for last. Also, I just want to add that the aim of this video is not to put any pressure on you for the new year. I would say please try as much as possible not to pressure yourself into all the things you want to achieve, all the goals you want to achieve. Fine, it's great to have goals, but also give yourself grace, like I said. So I've honestly always had a good relationship with money, and I feel like a huge factor was, my parents and how I was brought up to, always manage money, always account for like expenses and things like that. So money management has kind of been a part of my life from when I was young. But still, some circumstances have come up where I had to learn some hard money lessons. And yeah, I'll be sharing those with you, and hopefully, you guys can learn from my experience and also be able to use these tips I'll be sharing. Okay, so let's get into it. So, the first tip is invest in high interest savings accounts. So, in simple terms, a high interest savings account is like your regular bank account where you deposit your money, transfer money from. But by keeping money in that account, you would be earning interest from your bank. So, your bank will actually be paying you a token for leaving your money inside that account. Now, this is also offered by online financial institutions, and there's so many platforms that give this opportunity for you to invest in high interest savings accounts. Keeping your money in a regular bank account is like just dashing your bank money, because as you're keeping your money in your bank account, best believe that your bank is actually taking that money and using it to invest and grow. And that's basically how banks grow and increase their value. So if a bank is able to do that, why not you? You can actually do the same thing with your money. Another benefit of opening a high interest savings account is that it's really good for people that are risk averse. So if you don't like taking risks with money, and if you don't want to invest in the stock market because it's risky, this is a very great way to start growing your money. So there are so many options. If you're in Canada, there's also high interest savings accounts where you don't have to pay any monthly bank fees. There's no minimum balance requirement, and there's really good interest. I know a couple of people that put all their money in high interest savings accounts, so they do not have regular savings accounts. If you're in Nigeria, go online and look at the different Nigerian banks that offer high interest savings accounts and look at the different interest rates and do a comparison between them. And you can just pick the one that's most favorable for you. I remember very well the first time I discovered the high interest savings accounts in Canada, and the joining bonus that you got. So you actually get a bonus when you join and then a bonus when you refer. So I was so excited. I signed up, I referred my friends, I referred my family, and your girl got some money. So that was just quick, easy money that I really didn't have to work for if you think about it. Okay, guys, so the next tip is very important. Track your expenses. Guys, this tip might seem simple and okay, track your expenses was there. Guys, it is a lifesaver, a life changer. I don't even know what to say, guys, because this one tip has helped me so much. So I'll start by telling you guys how I track my expenses. So I get my bank statement for the month or for whatever period I'm looking at. If I'm behind on tracking my expenses, I can look at 2, 3 months at a time. I'll start to scan each page, look through and see what I spent money on. And then I'll have an Excel sheet open with buckets of the different things I spend money on. So for example, there'll be grocery shopping, entertainment, Uber, um, ordering food online, things like that. And I'll start to put in the amount I spent on each of these things each month and add everything up. Now, let me tell you why this is so helpful. This will give you a clear and simple picture of where your money is going, what you're actually spending your money on. And guys, if you've not done this before, it will shock you where your money is actually going and how much you spend on some of these things that you just buy on a regular. Because if you're not tracking it, you wouldn't really know where your money is going, and you just see that at the end of the month you're struggling to meet your expenses, you're struggling to pay rent, or they've paid salary this week, next week you're like, what's going on, where's my money? I remember when I did this a while ago, I realized that money was just flying out of my account. What is going on? What's going So I decided to just take a step back and track my expenses. Guys, to my shock, well, not much of a shock, but I realized that I was spending so much money on ordering food. Uber Eats, God, it's ate my money that year. So I tried meal planning, and that's basically cooking for the week or cooking for 2 weeks and then having my food in packs. So that really changed things for me and helped me reduce my expenses with Uber Eats. I still spend money on Uber Eats, I still order food, but I've curbed it a lot, a lot. And I plan on curbing it a lot more, guys. Even in this new year, I plan on working on it and, eating out less, because it's not even healthy at the end of the day. So yeah, guys, that's what happened. And that is why I love this tip so much, because it helps you know where you need to cut expenses and find out where is really eating your money. Guys, trust me, at the end of every month, you would have a lot more savings than you currently have. So please try this tip out in the new year. Like, this one is gold. Okay, guys, so let's move on to the next one. So the next tip I'll be giving you guys is to explore making multiple streams of income. Now, I know what you guys might be thinking, that I'm saying you need to start a business or create companies. No, there are many other ways you can get multiple streams of income without actually going out of your way to start a business. And I'll just tell you guys a few. You can be a freelancer if you have any skill that you can, utilize, and do small jobs for people without actually being their employee. Another stream of income is you can start a blog or you can start a vlog, which is what I have. So you can do YouTube, or you can have a blog and create a mailing list. I know people that have actually been able to grow a lot of income by just having a blog. This is passive income. You can still have your main job while doing all these other things. Another stream of income is investing in other businesses. So you can take it a notch higher by doing your research and seeing what businesses out there actually have potential of making it in the long term or are undervalued in the market, and investing in them now, having a long-term hold on them, and then being able to sell and earn money on your investment in the future. So that's another huge topic that can be a video on its own. So let me know if you guys want a separate video on that, like investing in other businesses. So another thing you can do is also you can get a second job. Like if your current job gives you enough free time, you can get a second job. You can also write a book. Yes, I know a lot of people that have been able to grow additional sources of income by writing books. So, if you've had any interesting life experiences or you like storytelling, writing a book can be another source of income for you. You can also have an online course where you teach people a skill. If you have a skill that you've been able to grow and learn over time, and you'd like to transfer that knowledge, creating an online course is a very good way to also have an additional source of income. So these are just a few examples. There's so many more you guys can explore if you just do some research online. And yeah, 2023, you would be in your bag. So yeah, make sure you check these out. And please share suggestions of other sources of income that you feel might be helpful or people can explore. I would really appreciate that. So drop some in the comment section. Thank you. Okay, guys, so the first tip I have for you is to always have an emergency fund. Guys, this is so important, and I'm going to give you the gist of how this literally saved me. So, an emergency fund is basically money that you set aside for a rainy day. An emergency fund cannot be used for shopping, it should not be used for entertainment or travel or just luxuries or leisure. It is for emergencies only. Okay, so let me tell you about when my emergency fund saved me. So rewind to when I had just finished my master's and I was looking for work. So eventually I got a job and I had to get a place to stay. So everything was going fine. I was able to pay rent with the money I was earning, but it wasn't so much. So it was just enough to, sustain myself in terms of feeding, rent. Okay, guys, back to how my emergency fund saved me. So, with my job, I was able to pay for rent, feeding, if I had to go out, hang out with my friends, and do whatever I wanted to do. I was comfortable, right? But the money was just enough at the same time. So, eventually, I had to leave the job unexpectedly, and there was like a month or so where I wasn't working and I was in between jobs. So guys, at this point I did not want to bother any of my loved ones or ask them for money. So I was like, okay, I'm running out of money. What can I do? So I remember that I actually had a stash of money I kept away for a rainy day, and that rainy day seemed to be fast approaching. So I just, dipped into that, and I was able to cover my rent, cover everything I needed to do easy. And my lifestyle did not have to change for any reason, just because I had that emergency fund. And of course, when I got my second job, like my new job, it was much better pay. I was able to replenish my emergency fund. So I would say also, like, if you ever have to dip into it, make sure you replace the money you took out of it, so the fund still stays sufficient to cover you for the next possible rainy day. So guys, we are on our fifth and final tip. This tip is simply set financial goals. It is very important. Okay, now I want you guys to please take a second to pause this video, go get a pen and a piece of paper or a notebook that you can always refer back to after this video. So I want you to write down the amount of money you want to have saved by the end of 2023. Okay, so divide that number by 2, and that should give you how much you should have saved by June this year. So in 6 months, that would be the amount of money you should have saved. Now divide that 6-month mark amount by 2 again, and that will give you how much you should have saved within the next 3 months. Okay, final one. Divide that amount by 3. So that would give you how much you need to save every month from the month of January till December to be able to hit your savings goal for the year 2023. Guys, it's very important that you actually write this down, because this will give you a clear picture of what your final goal is. And at the 3-month mark, at the 6-month mark, you'll be able to celebrate your wins when you actually meet those goals. And you also know how much you need to remove from your paycheck every month going forward You can also do auto deposits. So you can set up auto deposits on your bank account where you get your pay. So once your paycheck comes in, there's going to be an automatic debit from your account. So the money is taken out once you get paid, and you're not just looking at all the money and thinking you're rich when you're supposed to be saving. You can also get like an accountability partner to help you with this. I haven't done that, I just do it on my own. But I feel like if you struggle with saving, it will be very good for you to get someone to, keep you in check and, do this with and partner up with, basically. Guys, I would really love for you to try this tip because it will be very difficult for you to improve your finances this year without having an end goal in mind. So guys, this brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Please don't forget to click the subscribe button down below. It's very important. Please subscribe, share this video, share it with at least one friend, and also give this video a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. I really hope it was helpful, and I hope you learned something or were reminded of something that you used to do or you plan to do and kind of forgot about it. So yeah, I would see you guys in the next one. Bye.